Hi guys, I'm here to give you your weekly cancer update. But before I get started with the update, I just want to let everyone know how thankful I am and how grateful I am for all the love and support and messages and text messages and phone calls and prayers that are being given on my behalf. It really means a lot that I've got so much support in this and so many people caring and loving me through this, because I can't do it alone. I know a lot of you have said or have mentioned to my sister or other people that Valerie's handling this so well. Like, she seems so strong in her videos and she just seems like she's got this, and I do have strength, I do have courage, and you guys have seen that, but I'm only human, and there's days that fear and doubt creep in, and that I don't have that faith that I should. So knowing that I have the love and support and the prayers going out on my behalf helps and makes a big difference through all of this. And I just want you guys to know I'm not Superwoman. And this is a trial, and it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. But I can choose to take it day by day and enjoy the days that I am given and find joy in those days, even the ones that are hard or busy or stressful or sick or tired. And it's just all in the way that I'm going to choose to look at this and this experience and how I choose to go through it. So as for this last week, it was a really busy week. Probably one of the busiest I'd had since this whole last month. This last month in general had been really busy. I went in for several ultrasounds and lab work to track the follicles that are growing, and gave myself 2 to 3 shots every morning of the hormones. And everything's going really well with that. I'm on track to probably do egg retrieval on Wednesday morning, really early in the morning. And I've been told that even though I've only got the 1 ovary, that any fertility patient would be quite envious of the amount and the size of the follicles that I've been able to grow just in the last week, especially because I was just thrown into this. I guess typically they plan everything out and plan to start you at a certain time in your cycle, and I was completely just thrown into this. Let's just go with what you've got. And so I feel really blessed that being thrown into this, and for the amount of time I'm putting into this and effort, that I'm gonna hopefully get really good results on Wednesday. And that's kind of a blessing right now to me through all of this, because it has been very time consuming and a little stressful at times to add this on to the already full plate of dealing with the cancer. But this is going to get checked off the list in a couple days and be done, and I will be so happy that I decided to do this and have my eggs frozen for the future if I so wish to use them. So that's exciting. The other big thing that happened last week was my, let me show you here. I got my port put in. So the port is down here. There's still some steri strips on it, but she went in from here. So I guess I have a cut open here, and then she placed it down to right there. And it kind of, I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of sticks out a little bit on my chest there. So the girls are a little weirded out when they see it. I look like I've gotten some implant from some alien or something. But it's healing well. It's a little sore still. I'm having to figure out where to put my seatbelt when I drive, so it's not really on it. I was given this little pillow, but it just doesn't feel very comfortable, so I'm trying to having to figure out kind of when I drive where to put the seatbelt. It's still a little sore and tender. If I move or it gets hit or put pressure on it, I'm hoping that most of that will go away. I don't really know. But I figure it'll get easier and probably just kind of be second nature to just have that in there and not be really thinking about it that much. The surgery went well. That was last Wednesday for this, and they also did a lymph node biopsy here. So I've also got another incision here that's healing. So I'm kind of like sore on both sides. Haven't been able to exercise or do much these last few days, which is frustrating. But I hope to start at least getting out to walking if I can't be exercising. I was exercising a lot these last 6 months, pretty intensely, 3 to 4 days a week. So to not be able to do that right now is hard for me. But I know it's just temporary. I plan on, as soon as everything's healed up and get the approval, to start doing that again as long as I'm feeling up for it, and plan to stay active as I can during the chemotherapy especially. I think that'll help me just with my body and taking all this on. So the results of the sentinel node biopsy, the doctor was able to take 5 nodes, and out of the 5, only 1 showed cancer. And it only showed 2.2 millimeters, which is really good, because I guess if it would have shown just 2 millimeters, they would have staged me a little higher or a little less of a staging. So I was only over like 0.2 for the staging. So this puts me right now, with all the information she has about the tumor size and the lymph node involvement, she's staged me at a stage 2A. So I'm not stage 1, which is what I was hoping, but stage 2A is still good. So my prognosis really hasn't changed much, and as far as she knows right now, everything is very curable still. So it was still disappointing though. I was really hoping that there'd be no lymph node involvement. Obviously, you hope that it's just contained to the breast and it hasn't spread at all, but it has. But even from some of the research and reading that I've done, it says that there really isn't a change in the curability or the prognosis when lymph nodes involved and when it's not. The one big thing it does change is that when I do go in for my mastectomy in the fall after chemo, she will do an axillary lymph node dissection, and she'll end up taking like 15 to 20 nodes, which is a little disappointing because that puts me at risk for lymphedema. But I guess they've got all these new machines and technology that help like track my arm and how it's doing, and can prevent the lymphedema from arising by like tracking, I guess, the fluid and stuff in my arm. I don't really know how it works, but to be honest, I'd rather live with lymphedema than not live at all. So I'm gonna let her have at those lymph nodes if it helps me stay cancer free. A little disappointing still though. Just little disappointments, but they all kind of start adding up. Just I get some form of slight good news at some point. I know these are like big major disappointments, but they're little ones. And because my oncologist and my surgeon are so awesome, and because they're trying to be very proactive and make sure that they get an entire complete workup of me, they decided that they wanted to do a PET scan. Typically with my early staging and what they know about the cancer right now, I typically wouldn't be a candidate usually for a PET scan because they wouldn't be really worried about it having spread anywhere or cancer anywhere else. But just because of my history with cancer and the history of my life with cancer, they're wanting to do a PET scan. So I'm appreciative of that. I'm happy that I get to get one. I mean, it's going to kind of be annoying to have to go do that on Friday, but and do the prep and the injection for it and all that. But at the same time, I know they're just doing this to be careful and just to make sure that we are treating everything as extensively and as aggressively as we can to help save my life. So I appreciate that. But with any scan, it's like it brings anxiety. So just please, if you pray and are religious at all, just say some prayers for me this week that I can have some peace as I go into this scan, and also that we can get good results, and that the cancer is just in the breast and maybe just that one lymph node, and that is the only place. On the same note, my doctor also said, my surgeon, who I have very much trust and respect for and is very experienced, has said that she really thinks that the PET scan will come back negative. So I'm trying to have faith in her knowledge of this, but it's still hard. So tonight I will probably get a call from the fertility doctor that will say to do the trigger shots, which will put me into, tell my body to go into ovulation, and then 36 hours later, which will be about Wednesday morning, I will go in for the egg retrieval. And at that time, they're also going to go in and remove that polyp that we had talked about, just to get that out of there. Well, I'm under anyways. And then I'll have a day off on Thursday. I'll probably be pretty tired and out of it Wednesday. I'll have a day off Thursday, and then Friday I'll have to go back in for all morning long. The PET scan will be about an hour. I guess the injection takes about an hour. They'll be able to use my port. Woohoo! No IV. And then I guess it takes an hour for uptake because they put in like the radioactive dye. And then the scan will be about an hour. So that'll be like about a 3-hour thing on Friday morning. And probably have to take a little Valium before I go in. I needed that for my MRI. I'm claustrophobic. So just to settle me down and help me calm down, which is good. So I'll probably be a little sleepy on Friday afternoon. So my Wednesday and Friday are pretty much shot this week with appointments and then recovering from the appointments. And the girls are off on spring break this week. So on the days that I am able to do something with them, I'm going to try. This afternoon we're going with some friends to the local pool indoors, and we shall see what maybe tomorrow and Thursday bring, but hoping to do at least a couple fun activities with them. We were originally going to go to Arizona for spring break, but those plans changed about a month ago. So trying to just come up with some other things to do with them and still have fun with them this week, and try not to let my anxiety get the best of me. But overall, last week was busy and stressful, but overall it was a good week, and we got some good things done and out of the way. So I feel like I'm moving forward and making progress with this. I just feel like if I can just get the results of the PET scan, see those are negative, start the chemo, then I can just start feeling like I'm moving forward and starting to check everything off the list that has to be done to cure the cancer. I had a pretty good weekend. It was spent a lot of time resting and relaxing and spending time with my loved ones, people I care about and love, and so that was good. So again, thank you for all your love and your prayers and your support. It means the world to me. And I know when I start getting text messages of people wanting to know what's going on, I think, oh no, it's time to make another video. Got to update everyone. So I will probably do another video, maybe after I get the PET scan results. So maybe, I don't know if I'll get them on Friday afternoon or not, or till Monday. So maybe in about a week. Just let you guys know how the egg retrieval went and how the PET scan results were, and then hopefully give you guys an update. I should be starting chemotherapy next week. I have an appointment to meet my oncologist on Monday to go over the PET scan and also make the plan for the chemotherapy. But tentatively, I should be starting sometime next week. So that is the update, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.